Hi everyone, so following on from last week's video, myths around head voice, today I'm going to talk about myths surrounding chest voice, M1, thick folds, whatever you call it. So what is chest voice? Chest voices are, we make a thicker sound. Most of us tend to speak in thick folds, and that's what helps us to sustain a healthy voice. I've just called it thick folds as well. That's because our vocal cords, our vocal folds are thick. When we are in this register, we tend to use it for our lower range, but you can take it higher, for example, if you are belting. You might also call it, hear it called M1, mode 1, and also TA dominant, thyroarytenoid, because these are the muscles that help to make the vocal cords, the vocal folds, thicker. We often hear it called chest voice because it resonates in the chest. So last time I was talking about how and where our sound is made. Our sound is made at the level of the vocal folds, but we might feel it resonate in the chest. And you can feel it a lot more in the chest than you can on your head when you're singing higher. You can likely feel vibrations under your hand. However, the sound is not made in the chest. And this can be what causes singers to push because they feel their sound is coming from here, but it's not. It's remembering the whole system as a whole, thinking about the breath, thinking about the shape of the vocal tract and how we're making that sound. Which brings me on to my next myth. When we are in chest voice, we have to be loud. So maybe if singers are struggling to access this, if they talk a little bit more in their head voice or they're used to singing soprano, a little bit more classical, then making a stronger, louder sound can be a great way to access it. However, it doesn't have to be loud. You can sing a clear notes, thick folds, chest voice, and it doesn't have to be loud. I'm speaking to you now in this vocal register and it's not loud. So it's finding flexibility and balance throughout the range, throughout the register, both registers and the whole voice. So the next myth is that when we're in chest voice, it's a lot of effort. Again, it does not have to be. We want singing, vocalizing, voice use to feel easy. However, some level of effort is needed, but where is that effort? If we're belting, for example, we're going to be taking thick folds, chest voice much higher, but we don't want to be pushing from here. We don't want to feel the effort in our throat. That's why something like anchoring can be fantastic, which is engaging the muscles in the back, in the lats. I'll put a video up about that now. So it takes the pressure away off all the little muscles. The effort's distributed into the whole body and into the physicality. So again, some singers will think, okay, I'm going to belt this out. I'm going to be in my chest voice. I want to be big and loud and strong, and we'll push. But the effort does not need to be at the level of the vocal folds. And you can be in this register, in this mode, and it feel quite easy, quite natural and relaxed. Which brings me on to the last myth, which is the opposite of what I said in my head voice video last week, that chest voice, this register, is only used for contemporary singing, for pop singing. Of course, yes, it's more prominent in things like musical theatre. We often hear those big belt notes. However, musical theatre, of course, singers are going to be using both vocal registers. There's lots of repertoire for sopranos, people that sing more in head voice, thin folds, and also, as I said last time, we want to have vocal contrast. In pop music, we're often flipping between registers, and guess what? In opera as well, we might want to give strength, we want to give power, we want to give passion to a word, a phrase, so we might use thick folds, chest voice to emphasize that. There's loads of different vocal styles out there, and it shouldn't be that one register is assigned to one and one to another. It really is one voice. We can just use it in different ways. So I really think it's best to not think about two different voices and two different sounds. Think about one voice, think about your vocal cords, how you use them in different ways so you can find your true, authentic voice.